But here's the other thing with eating when you're not hungry. There is a hunger scale, and we'll talk about this as we progress through the podcast today, but there's a hunger scale. It goes from 1 to 10. Well, I've made this up really. I've created a hunger scale. It goes from 1 to 10. And if you are eating before you have a green light, so to speak, like to use a metaphor, if you eat before you have a green light to start eating from your body, then you are not going to get a red light to stop. I want you to think about it this way. When you eat, when you're not hungry, you might not have to think back too far into the memory banks to be able to pull one of these examples out. And the last time you ate when you're not hungry, did you feel a feeling of fullness? Or were you kind of like, you could have just kept eating and eating and just eating until you just felt uncomfortable? I'm telling you, if your body is not calling for food, it can't give you a stop signal like, oh, that's okay, honey, you've had enough now. It can't give that to you because it didn't ask you to start in the first place. This is fucking important. If you're not hungry and you don't eat now, what you're going to be left with is all the feelings, emotions, all the feels. You're going to be left with all the feels that you were previously eating to get rid of.